The legend begins on the docks of the night of the big lake they call Gitchagumi, where a guy named Bob thought it'd be alright to sneak on a freighter for free tea. With a boombox held tight and a terrible plan, he said the ship looks like a party zone. But the Edmund Fitzgerald, steel born and grand, was never meant for a stowaway, no. The ship was the pride of the iron ore trade, coming out of a Wisconsin harbor. A giant of steel with a seasoned old crew, and a captain who'd weathered much harder. But that night as they loaded and headed away, Bob slipped aboard in the dark with a grin, and nobody saw him go down below deck, where the real trouble soon would begin. The wind in the wires made a warning bell sound, and waves broke hard over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, it was the witch of November prevailing. The dawn came late and the breakfast was cold, when the gales of November came screaming. And Bob down below thought it all was a show, still dancing and wildly daydreaming. When supper time came, the cook came on deck, saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed ya." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway gave in, and the lake showed no sign of needing ya. The captain wired and they were taking on spray, and the ship and the crew were in danger. But deep in the hull, still unaware of it all, Bob thought it was part of the banger. Now Bob wasn't gone, just stuck down below, in a place where the clocks don't tick or go. He wandered the wreck like it opened at night, like a shopping mall drowned in no daylight. Hello, he called out to empty steel halls. Is anyone staffing these cargo walls? He treated the wreck like a strange hotel stay, thinking everyone just changed floors a day. And still far above, the November wind screamed, ripping through steel and surrendering dreams. Lake Huron rolls and Superior sings in the rooms her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams, while November keeps tightening track reel. And deeper below, where no sunlight returns, Bob keeps dancing in flickering gloom, while history rusts in the bones of the lake, and the deep becomes his permanent room. The legend still lives on from the Chippewa line of the big lake they call Gitchagumi, where steel ships still whisper through storm and time, and the waves don't forget anything freely. The lake, they still say, never gives up its dead when the gales of November come early. Newspaper clipping, faded and torn, disco enthusiast, man, Disco Bob missing. Last seen sneaking on to dock at night. And somewhere below in the frozen deep, he thinks it's still just a Saturday night. Still waiting for people to come back and speak, still dancing alone in the fading light.